Hey everybody, Asher here, and it is time for an extra special episode of Starsector. And when I say extra special, I do mean that we are going to be going and trying to give this bounty a hug so we can get a little bit of extra money. But more importantly is that we have officially unlocked gates, which means that we can officially start trying to do some fun other stuff, as well as hopping our way through the star systems pretty quickly. At least we have Swan and Mercy that are fairly close to where we colonized. So we will make that work. Meanwhile, if I look at my colonies here, Gamma Hope, am I actually in control of too many colonies again? No, we are still on there. But I will be needing to drop some AI cores into some of these places soon. I need to drop something into this variable assembler to make it all happy and well and good. But even like Alpha Allo 1 is starting to get some profit here. So that's a big plus. Although I wouldn't mind having the stability increased here just a little bit. There's always going to be that -1 no comm relay in there. The food shortage is a little bit more of a problem, but I mean, I only have one farm, which I've already talked about why I want to target the VIC to get their food production item. But regardless, I've prattled on long enough. We have some ships to rename. The Void Reaver, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a mighty fine name. But we're gonna call this one, as suggested by Rock Forehead, the Overkill, which makes sense because it has some very large guns attached to it. So that's pretty good. And we also have the Bright Spar, which seems okay, but I think because it has some huge lasers on it, we'll just call it the Audacity, suggested by Gamerpile. So that's fine. We could have our own call sign at the front, but none of our other ships do. So why should we? This is the fleet we're flying with for now. We always have other ships in the wings, but let's go ahead and decide real quick. I'm going to need to resupply to get some fuel in just a little bit. Am I happy with 1,000 supplies on this run? And I think the answer to that is maybe. Worst case scenario, if we go on this bounty and it doesn't work too well, we are pretty close to a lot of Star Federation stuff. So we can make it work. And they like dealing with a giant primary star in a system full of giant primary stars. It's probably going to be one of the unoccupied ones. So let's start with Tiamat again. Make sure we're not flying through any hyperspace storms. And let's get this party started. Alright. Good times. So we are in the late game, the late game of Starsector now. Thanks to the presence of one or more industrial polities. Oh, good. So that raid went well. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I don't know if it necessarily goes through like my voice as well, but this is one of the things where you have to kind of get through somebody doing your homework. Kind of in Starsector a little bit. There's a lot of things I've needed to do to get up to this point, but I'm very curious to see what happens with the oh, that's right, the Ludic Church is friendly with us now. Remember when everyone was our enemy? Like, we've been just trying to work it out. We have bigger fish to fry than just this little sector. And don't get me wrong, a good fish fry is a nice thing. So let's go ahead and just dive into one of these jump points, because that'll tell us real quick if we're in the right system. And there's a ping up there. Unidentified sensor contact. I kind of want to investigate it anyway. They're in the Tiamat star system near a barren planet. Well, there's a barren planet. There's a barren planet. Unfortunately, the Tiamat system has no shortage of barren planets. So let's see if this is our friends. No, it looks like it's just a arsenal station. Well, that's exciting. And on this arsenal station, we find salvage. Nobody guarding it, just a bunch of weapons. Quarantine flight deck. Nanoplague contamination detected on the design. Fascinating. So we can't actually replicate and build that without getting plague bots here. And then we also get a heavy blaster blueprint, which is cute. A little more supplies are always nice. Let's go hug a bunch of barren planets until we find the right one. And held by... We have to pay attention to what's going on in Anyang, because that's one of the last bastions of Diable. Alright, so not here, not here. That's a barren planet, that's a barren planet, that's a barren planet. Like, you had to hide in the place where every system's a barren system. That's lovely. I mean, I could just do a big sensor ping and let them find us in a hurry. But the nice, important thing is that it's kind of like losing your car keys. It's always in the last place you look. But is it because... It's a lot of conquests. Is it in the last place you looked because you finally found your car keys and you stopped looking? We actually got some pretty good monthly income here. So this is dangerous. That's what I signed up for. We are going to move into engage, but let's try to chat first. Ha! When you get to the next life, tell him it was Zeus Arendania that sent you. Well, your face just looks like a happy time. Let's move into engage. And right now we have the Barksdale that has some combat readiness issues. So that's a little bit of a problem. We will definitely keep you on the bench. And we have 413 deployment points. So big space battle. I think this means we need to drop some really big ships on them. Like, I like having the Ziggurat here. I like having these two. I like having you. And because it's a bunch of conquests, I don't mind having Die My Darling in. The Phoenix is pretty nice. And then that leaves us with 40-ish points. So Enduring Conviction is good and Mass Extinction is good. I kind of like having Mass Extinction as kind of a backup plan. So if we can get somebody else in, that's fine. But I love this. Still 5-star difficulty. This is what we call a capstone fight. The kind where we are just gonna see if we have done good in everything that we've done. Because you say, oh, it's a conquest. I eat those for lunch when I'm, like, doing target practice. And that might be true, but this is a whole shit ton of them. And that is a little bit scarier. So let's go ahead. We're actually going to put you on this just so we don't have everybody headbutting everybody. We'll see how this goes. We have a bunch of ships that punch above their weight. And we're going to let the enemy line kind of come to us as best we can. That means we're going to need to babysit the Void Witch a little bit. Which is okay. Unfortunately, everybody wants to hit each other in the butt here. So, Fizzle, I would appreciate it if you would not park on me. We're just trying to warm up our shields, I guess. So, fortunately, this puts us in a position where we can, like, take on everybody. Let's see if, Fizzle, we put you over here. And, we'll put you out here. I think if we have both of you defend this point, that's a pretty good anchor point for everybody. Alright, so free hugs. Here's a ship. There's another ship. So, literally big line of conquests. Okay. I think the important thing here is that I gotta hold the line and kind of let them come to us. So we're gonna try to drop all you fools on here. Get rid of this defend point. And we're gonna see if our frontline ships can actually be gosh darn frontline ships. And we're already pretty close there. So good. Like, if we can just get them to kind of Foot Clan it and come in one at a time, that'd be really nice. Captain Warcrimes, though, is deciding to go ahead and just go 1v1 here. I like the energy. I don't know if it's sustainable with the number of ships we have to take on. Because with a fight like this, it's all about your flux management at this point. So, can you outflux your opponents? Can we get these buddies, like, blown up before we do? That's a good Sabot hit. We should be able to take this guy out. Come on. Any day now. Alright. So we gotta back it up. Now here we go again. We have 7 deployment points. We have 4 command points. We're about to have a a little less. We have people trying to go around for here. I think I don't care as much about even this point now. So let's have you go after this. You go after this. And we're just going to kind of try to cut our way through. Because we have another conquest over here that's backing up. I don't mind the Die My Darling going after it. This is a carrier, if I remember right. No, it's not. Wow, okay, I got that. Oh, 5 fighter bays. Yeah, it's totally a carrier. So that's going to be a little of a problem. And I wonder if I just take it on now. Seems like a solid plan. I mean, it's going to back up a little bit. But anything we can do to take down this other stuff, because this has some pretty, like, healthy amount of food here. That's not the word I'm looking for. But I could always zoom to the right and get out of dodge if I don't like this engagement, because we're looking at a pretty gross surround here in just a second from some fighters. Yeah, I think we ditch. All right. There we go, right in the back side of this. That could work out very well or very poorly for me. So let's let the eagle do its thing. You can always vent just a little bit. And then we're just going to use our deployment point advantage. Like, you really wanted to take on the Tattered Demalion, did you? Oh, wow. Meanwhile, wow, good job going 2v1, Tony. That's great. And then we have, once again, our slowest Paragon in the nation. I mean, it's trying. It can't really fire its lasers on something else, but we got to get in a better point of engagement right now. I am ditching my advantage if I do it this way. So there we go. So look! The Audacity getting some hits in. Alright. Alright, let's get this going. And we're getting hit from behind, so that's a problem. I just kind of threw myself over there. Alright. Let's get rid of this point. So we're just trying to surgically take these things on. We've got a bunch of conquests that are dying, a few more that are dying. This is fine. Tony's got that pen down. We don't have any more deployment points, so I think you guys would be best served going after this. Not you, Tony. Or not, yeah, that's Tony. That's Fizzle. Okay, fine. This is fine. This is fine. I wouldn't mind somebody going after a bigger target here, but I think everybody's going to be okay. I just need to stop getting hit in the backside by a damn conquest, who is now deciding how many targets do I want today. But yeah, one thing I've done a much better job on, as I've been flying this ship for quite some time, is to really use my mobility to my advantage here. Like, this thing can just move if you use its ability to find the safe pockets. Alright, so WC, I'm pretty sure you got this, so we're just going to run into the Void Witch a little bit and get back up here, where we can see that we are cooking some dinner, as it were, and I'm turning a little bit too far, so let's go, everybody. We have 6 sabots left. We have 4 sabots left. Like I said, the Conquest is one of my favorite of the default ships, and I have some serious nostalgia for it, because it's the first ship that I piloted on a main save that was like a capital level ship. But the thing about the Conquest that the AI seems to forget is that it's... oh god, I just got missiled from a dead ship. The thing that the AI tends to forget is that it's a ship that you can best take advantage of by having 2 sets of armaments on it. Jesus Christ. I'm really glad to see, by the way, that the 9th Battle Fleet Paragon is doing to the AI what it did to me. So, steady officer, good stuff. Okay, I've got to watch my flux here again. And I don't actually have a clear shot due to these debris, so... Change targets. Just see if we can cook you real quick. But yeah, what you need to do for a conquest, which is still a very fun ship to pilot, is that you have two sides, and you want to kind of attack from one of those. And so you can have two different equipment loadouts. That's not a fun screaming, is it? No, I guess not. How are we doing, by the way? Is anybody, like, on the verge of dying? No, I think we're all actually, like, cleaning up really well. Except for maybe Queen Crimson that's soloing this. So, let's get you... That's not your fight. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. By the way, I love that the chain reaction just happened there. The explosion from here hit the non-shield side of this, which made this one much easier to destroy. Alright, I think everybody's got this up here. Let's hug a carrier. Alright. We don't even need our shields up yet. I love that I get zapped for some reason. Alright. Of course, the fastest debris in the galaxy eat all of the missiles that I fire, so that's fun. So we win! Remember when that was 5 stars of difficulty? Yeah, not all 5-star fights are created equal. But still, that was exceptionally done. We destroyed every single one of their ships. We had a bunch of our shit in reserve. The opposing fleet moves in to join the battle. There we go. Oh, that's right. That's from the last time. So we actually completely wiped them. And we can standard recovery or difficult recovery. I can build these. And some of the other ones I have. So yeah, we're not taking a single one. I mean, I would think about this one, if anything, but I already have one that I haven't used. Yeah, we're just not going to recover anything. So look at all those supplies. Look at all those squalls. Look at all those basic weapons. Good stuff. So that's how we get supplies. That's how we get money. That's a lot of money. We're almost at 1 million credits again. Is this a regular recovery? I'm not gonna take it. We don't need it. Good stuff. Alright, so that's done. I think the next best thing we can do is go by visit Octavia, because I don't think we have any other bounties that I've got to concern myself with right now. I mean, we have ones that we can eat. This one almost feels more dangerous than the last one I did, but once again, look at my fleet. Oh yeah, by the way, combat log. Tell me more. So destroyed, disabled, all these things. Tatterdemalion, oh my god, is second place. The audacity. Check that out. Remember when I said Winter Octogens was not in the right ship, not doing the right thing and everything? That's the kind of fight you want her in. 33% of the damage. Tack lances, rift emitters, all really good stuff. And then if we look down here, the Norita, the Void Witch, not even being able to engage quite as much. Red Shift, once again, that was a fight for big ships. Like the Enduring Conviction, Die My Darling. We're all doing our role here. Let's look down for just a minute, because the Norita, this is a ship that I'm very curious about how this is going to work, because the Blackout is a great weapon when I'm using it, and like it's going to do a lot of EMP damage, but it looks like a lot of the damage was coming from the ion beam, so we'll kind of need to keep an eye on this. It seemed like the Norita wasn't fully diving into engagements like other things, so it's fine. We'll keep it. We'll keep an eye on it. So let's go over to Octavia, because I'm pretty sure Octavia actually has a gate. So we can get some fuel, and get some snacks, and we can call it a day. Ceasefire offer from HMI. That is fine. Everybody's gonna say, hey, let's go to war, but hey, it's not my neighbor. LOL. Alright. But yeah, good fight to get the blood pumping, I guess. And it's funny, we got so many ships and we took none of them. So HMI raid failed. It's all good. Alright, where's our fuel depot? Stop. Fuel depot's on the left, and the gate, of course, is in the far frickin' reaches of everything. It's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing is not on fire. Alright, so fuel depot. Remember when that was somebody else's place. Can turn on our beacon here. It's not a problem. So repairs, dockside bar. What's more challenging? 200,000, 25 light years away. Nah. Shady person. What can you do, shady person? You're a saboteur. Level 1 operative that can do a bunch of stuff. I think I might hire her. I mean, looks like you may be wanting revenge here. And the intel screen using the operatives tag, so that's fine. We haven't done a lot with this shady person, but I think that's something that we could make work with, like, trying to take down the VIC a little bit. So let's see here. You don't have a lot. You do have not as much fuel as I was maybe hoping for. Alright, it's fine, though. Doesn't Fuel Depot usually, like, need something? I guess it's not drugs. Yeah, we're sitting on a fat stack of stuff right there. Alright, cool. And looks like Scaria needs this at a really good price. So that's excellent. Okay. So you guys definitely don't need metal. Ship components, not really. But anyway, we can dump all of our quantum liquid and that'll be good. Alright. And maybe they need heavy machinery. They don't need heavy machinery. They do need volatiles. I had more of those. Alright, so we have $1 million money for just a little bit. This is not the best price for Marines, but we're gonna keep hiring them because we need to constantly be bolstering our forces here. So we need 5,000 odd some fuel, which we have, and we'll be able to get a bunch of stuff from other markets. By the way, do you have any exciting ships to buy? Ooh, you do. So an Accordant, a Resolute, we have these. But it's nice to see that they're for sale here. Because if we look at the... oh, character points. If we look at the colony info here real quick. They actually don't have heavy industry here. Exciting. Okay. Well, let's see. Dockside bar here. Disappointed in commodity traders. Well, I'll disappoint you too. That's not the kind of opportunity I care about. That's fine. Alright, trade goods. So it's Scaria, not you guys. And should I just unload these before I go? 160 is not worth unloading. Not when we can get it from other places just fine. Okay, so we need your fuel, of which you don't have very much. And that's okay. And we can flip this for like some really easy money, right? That's 20 credits for 42 credits. But by the time we pay for the tariffs, it doesn't do as much. Yeah, that's okay. All right. So Scary is all the way over here. Rider Station and Pale Twin is all fine. They should still be giving each other big old space hugs. Because I made enemies with the Independents, and therefore the Independents are my enemy. Or enemy to my alliance. Alright. What do we got here? Even more Marines for even higher prices. You guys don't happen to need weapons, do you? Not really? Okay. We're just going through here, sipping on all the fuel. We have a bunch of prisoners. We're going to be dumping this shit off in just a second. And while we're here, colony info, 218 defense. I could probably invade here. The question is, why would I want to, I guess? What can we get from them? We can get fuel. That's actually really nice. I think I'd rather get that much fuel. This is good training, right, guys? Lost some Marines. It's cool, though. Everybody's gaining experience every time we do this. So we are almost capped on fuel now. Hooray! It all worked out. And then we just hop down here because it's going to take 5,000 fuel to do the next thing. So let's try over here. We are going to Scaria, which is not that scary of a place, but okay. Blueprint. Okay, I think for all these, I'd rather get something a little more exciting. Alright, cool. Trade goods. Sorry for suddenly making it awkward there. Alright. So actually 350. Yeah, considering I got this for practically nothing, I will happily take that. And I am going to dump this. And I'm definitely not going to dump those. So we have a bunch of weapons down here. Anything else? Because I just don't want to be carrying excess weight if I can avoid it. Wow, they're actually short on fuel. Guys. And then we can get some supplies here. These are actually really cheap supplies, so fine by me. Let's get another 1,000, because I have no idea what I'm jumping into. Isn't that fun, actually doing things that I haven't done for here? By the way, can we buy anything special from you guys? Not really. I mean, the Union's the only type of ship that I haven't picked up yet. Oh, I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to look at the Federation military weapons. Because sometimes they will have some Star Federation really strong, really exciting weapons. Doesn't seem like they do today, though, very much. Overchargers, we've seen how fun that is. Heavy pulsar, yeah, so today's not the day. We'll happily grab all the Marines we can, though. And you know what? We'll actually grab some excess crew, too. So this is fine. We have 2,400 things. I think we're ready to go. Alright, got our bags packed. They're playing my song. I just went party in the USA on this. You don't like that we traded on the black market. And I understand that, but we don't care. Oh no, relationship reduced by 2. Guys, I got y'all planet. Okay, so let's turn off our bacon here. And we're going to go travel through the gate. Allow your science officer to explain herself. Okay, junior science officer, Anna Shu blushes furiously under the gaze of your bridge crew. She stammers about something incoherent about the new way of utilizing the Janus device. A barked order from your science chief startles her back to composure. She plays a video of an unauthorized personal experiment she conducted using a disposable microprobe and some fuel that went missing during our previous gate transit. You glance at your security chief, who is already mentally preparing for a court-martial. And as the video plays, the mood of your bridge officer shifts completely. It depicts a star system bustling with colonies and trade fleets. A helpful pop-up from your nav computer indicates that based on the positions of certain landmark stars, this system is over 1,000 light years outside of the sector. The probe picks up a flurry of comm activity from foreign ships, mostly expressing shock at the gate's sudden activity before a minuscule power supply burns out. Officer Shu grins from ear to ear as the video ends, and she realizes that her personal desktop is showing, and its background image is a photo of you. Oh no! This changes everything. One emergency meeting later, Shu has convinced most of your science team that her experiment can be scaled up for transportation of an iron fleet. Anywhere in the Old Dominion, anywhere at all, she grins. Then her expression sombers. There are limitations. The process is inherently stochastic. That means we can't pick a destination. The foreign gate is essentially chosen at random. I can get us back to the starting gate, though. If we use our hyperdrives, resonance buffers will prevent the gates from decoupling. What I mean is this won't be a one-way trip. In simple terms, Shu says that your fleet will need to use 5,000 fuel in your hyperdrive to keep the gates connected again, although this means that the trip will be free. You will be unable to explore hyperspace around the destination system. Upon returning to the sector, you'll never be able to return to that particular system again. This obviously prevents establishing colonies in foreign systems. You will be considering various approaches to first contact. Should you bring freighters loaded with goods in case foreign colonies are willing to pay a premium, empty cargo holds to carry back treasures, military ships. Okay, so security chief coughs politely. There's still one issue on the table, however productive the end result may have been. Anna Shu has performed an unauthorized experiment on a poorly understood technology using stolen resources. Let's promote her. You ignore the grumbling from your senior officers. In your estimation, Officer Shu has a special blend of genius and madness that humanity needs these days. That's kind of true even today. She beams with pride. Just wait till you see what I'm working on next, Captain. She pauses. I'll keep you in the loop this time. So we're going to go. We could travel through the gate, and that's very exciting. We're going to travel to an unknown star system. Yay, new stuff. And we have discovered a debris field. Now, we have an inter-system jump point, a fringe jump point, and a gate. So we can't leave. There's a tundra world, a barren world, a barren world. A nav buoy that we may be able to get some data from. A stable location. Let's start with the debris field. Alright, and over here we have access. Begin to salvage. Look at this. Supplies, fuel, heavy machinery, and metals. Alright, let's see what else we got. Now, if we try to go to the jump point here, your fleet is currently using a hyperdrive field to keep the return gate connected to its counterpoint in the sector. When you jump into hyperspace here, you would never be able to return. Well, maybe we just want to leave, guys. Do you think about that for a second? Okay, so we have some sensor pings. So let's see what's down here. We got a buffalo, and a barren world. We're not keeping a buffalo apparently, but it did have some ore, so that's fun. So we can perform a survey. Oh my gosh, industrial ruins and extensive ruins. All right. Industrial ruins, old buildings of unknown function and origin. The machinery here seems to be mostly intact from a more advanced age than anything else. Restoring them to working order gives access to exotic technologies that we won't be able to get because we can't establish a colony. So let's explore the ruins. And the fleet also has 25% bonus amount of fuel recovered, so that's fine. We got a big gun and a beta core. Not bad. Alright, let's leave. So once again, we got something here, a heavy freighter. Which doesn't do a lot for us. Got another debris field up here, nav buoy. So lots of barren planets. Let's survey. Underground network. Very exciting. Jeremiah's world has been explored by mining drones in the past, leaving a large network of crisscrossing tunnels. So, wow, lots of goodies here, but nothing no ruins we can explore this time. So, nav buoy. Supposedly, we can maybe be able to get some information from it. We're not going to break it for salvage. We're just going to use it ourselves. So we have a brown dwarf. A junker freighter. I mean, don't get me wrong, the brown dwarf looks cool, but... How much fuel do we have? 4,000 some. Well, we definitely want to be doing these kind of jumps from civilization, because that means we can get some more fuel later. Let's see. Over here we have... So this is all just debris. Who knew that things were just as ruined over here as they are in our original sector? So debris field, debris field, debris field. There's a tundra planet. Let's make sure we scan and don't miss anything, because it could be debris all the way down. Remember when you used to be able to double tap debris? Okay, what's this? Okay, we're not going to go into a corona of a brown dwarf, which is technically not that hot for other stuff here. So we have an unsurveyed planet with a mining station. Well, we like mining stations. And this one doesn't seem to have Dominion era drones around it. Okay. Ship components. And Star Federation security blueprint. Wow. That's the Accordant Union Resolute. So we can build them all now. We're going to go ahead and take that. I don't know if we need the ore. I don't know if we need this. We definitely need all you guys. We'll just go ahead and take it. I like the VPC as well. Don't know what the Star Federation was doing out here, but... Alright. One of the survivor settlements on the surface is hailing your ship. Alright, you open in communication. A ship, a ship, a ship, a ship. Gods, we're glad to see you. For the longest time, we were wondering if there is even anyone else alive out here. My name is Callie Strong, and I can't wait to shake your hand. Okay. Okay, what we have need is heavy machinery in return. We give you some supplies. You know, I'll help them out. Okay, so we got some supplies and lost some heavy machinery. So, unfortunately, that's an event that can happen on other planets, so it's cool. This is a really nice planet with scattered ruins. And industrial ruins. You know, I've had some really good history in the past with, what's the word I'm looking for? With, tundra planets. So let's explore the ruins. And we got food. Alright, cool. So, anything else that we're missing? I don't think so. So the thing about this is that it is random. And we should be able to do another one here in just a little bit. Or can't we just leave and start a new life somewhere else? Return gates. Return to the sector. And just like that. They want to know if we want to go to war with the Ludic Church. I'm going to say no. We're probably going to war with the Ludic Church anyway. Once again, pulling me into wars with people that are my neighbor, not your neighbor, is fun. Let's get over here. So, Pale Twin is still a hotbed of fighting and garbage. So let's launch another raid. We're going to do it to... Okay, we can't acquire fuel right now. We can acquire supplies, though, so that's fine. And for some reason, the Ludic Church is going to invade Frozen Hearts. Okay, well, that probably means I need to finish up my homework here. 73 days until arrival. That's fun. All right. So, Ryder Station, do we have some more fuel that we can get here? Don't even need to repair anything. All right, so we have stuff here, stuff here. Supposedly, some of the goods that we can sell as like exotic stuff, but okay, let's sort this here because our cargo holds are pretty full. Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need ore. Yeah, we'll just sell it on the open market. Whatever. We don't need this. We don't need this. We got a lot of survey data. Fuel Depot needs food, but they can trade it themselves. And we have a lot of drugs. What's eating up all of our cargo? Is it the metals? I guess it's the metals. Then transphotonics, that's fine. Oh, we also have like 1 billion supplies. So that would do it. Alright. Alright, so let's check Fuel Depot, and we're going to do this one more time. Just see what the next random space area is. And then I think we're probably going to have some business back on our home planet to try and deal with. So Fuel Depot actually selling fuel today, so that's good. Also need to check for their guns. Oh, we like ultra heavy pulsars. And that may be something I want to put on the Norita instead of what it's currently using. So we're going to buy, you know, fuck it, we'll buy all 4. Then a Giga Scrap Shot, that's just too good. Halberd Beam, buy 4 of those. Heavy Pulsar, buy 4 of those. Apparently we wanted weapons today. But so often they're not for sale. I don't really care about their point defense, though. Interesting. Okay, well. Now we can buy your fuel, too. Alright, cool. Good stuff. So, like I said, the thing about the Ultra Pulsar here, anti-capital weapon, volleys of heavy armor-piercing energy rounds. Its energy, it's kind of very equal here. It gives a bunch of burst. It does have a refire delay, so that may not be the absolute best thing. But I want to see the Norita in a few more fights, because like I said before, it kind of seemed like it was backing off some of the capital ships instead of being hyper-aggressive. So I may need to like specifically babysit it and make it target things. Alright, so beacons off, red alerts. And let's do this one more time. If I somehow don't miss the gates. Alright, so we can travel to the gate or we can travel to an unknown star system. Oh boy. Well, it's a big one. And we have a comm relay that we're going to visit first. Got a blue giant. Maybe there'll be a coronal hypershunt here. And a bunch of asteroid debris. A bunch of planets. Fascinating. I don't always explore places this big because you don't always have like that extra information. Okay, that's apparently buffaloes are very popular in the old world. Let's see what's info is over here. We can claim it and bring it back online. Proceed. Examine the sector's network. That's what I want. Alright, so science officers can barely contain their excitement. This is a unique chance to observe foreign civilization which has forged its own path over the centuries since the collapse. Perhaps out here, humanity has kept the ideals of safety and of the Dominion alive. As it turns out, the distant sector reminds you of home, a semi-constant state of conflict among religious, military, and technological factions, or technocratic factions under constant threat from pirates and fanatics. You're not sure whether to feel relieved or disappointed. You fill a cargo container with data cores containing your downloads. Together, they represent a treasure trove of this sector's publicly accessible knowledge, art, and entertainment. Such a unique archive is sure to be valuable. And we'll put a comm sniffer in just for fun. Alright, so comm sniffer. So let's take a look at our inventory real quick, because it should be an item in our inventory, right? Yep, there we go. Foreign sector data. There's a lot. All right, let's visit some planets. Let's see what's over here first. It's another debris field. So many debris. So we know now that in the distant worlds of everything... Oh! We have some people here. Perform a survey. Industrial ruins, class 2 survey data. So we got to be a little closer because these guys might not realize that we're... Okay, interesting. The Remnant Nexus knows that we're buddies with Midnight Dissonant. So this could have been a fight. But it's not going to be a fight right now. Although... we have some seriously patrolling Ordos here. And it looks like we have some remnants. Apparently, AI went crazy everywhere. So that's fun. So yeah, just a little slice of home, I guess. We're not going to recover the fuel tanker. Then let's see here. We have an unstable world, an orbital habitat. These guys are patrolling. I kind of wonder if they're going to attack once I survey some of the stuff. So we're just on an exploration mission now, guys. Like, even though I haven't had to fight any of the remnants for a while, this still puts me a little bit on edge. So orbital habitat. Okay, what else do we got? So you guys are watching me. I actually, this group together would give me some trouble. So interesting. This place is decivilized, so it has people. They're just not having a good time. Probably because of the AIs floating overhead, if I had to guess. And that is a Groundhog class frigate. And more importantly, a heavy arc emitter. And more importantly, more fuel for our stuff here. So we have probably what's another debris field over there. And then let's perform a survey here. We don't usually perform surveys on the gas giants, but sometimes there's ruins floating in them. You never know. Alright. Oh, not gonna recover the ship. We're just gonna break it into pieces. All right, so we have something over by the gate. I saw kind of a bright, weird light. I don't know if that was just another ship leaving. So that was kind of out of the corner of my eye. I missed it. I'll have to look back on the camera, see what it is. So there's a stable location. We have Ordos all over the place. So this would be a fun firefight if I wasn't friends with our robot buddies. Okay, I was about to say, if that's a coronal hypershunt, I'm gonna laugh. But it's not. Okay, cool. So I could explore the whole huge ring of stuff. But I think that's probably about enough for now. So this will give us stuff to do from time to time if we just decide we want to hop in somewhere. I am going to have to look back on the camera and see what I missed over here, because I swear I saw something pop in or two or out of that gate. So I don't think there's too much more here. I have pretty bad luck searching for these giant ring systems that have yet to coalesce into a planet. So we'll just hop a gate and it'll be fine. Return to the sector. So just something neat, something new. It's an extension of in-game content. And now when we have lots of other shit going on, we haven't actually explored the Swan Gate, have we? So we have the Mercy Gate and we have the Alpha Nova Gate that we can jump to real fast. But that's good because that means that we can go in from civilization. That technically means I can gate into Soul anytime I want to get even more Marines. So that's exciting. By the way, it's the Ludic Church that's doing their sweet, sweet revenge on me, right? 81, nope, 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 that's not what I'm looking for. Invasion. They're just feeling very invadey today. The invasion spaces forces are outmatched and ground forces are evenly matched. Likely to be defeated in orbit. Okay, so we've got some stuff and some time to deal with everything, but that's going to do it for this one. This is Asher with Starsector. Like I said, it's always exciting when you can do something new, and the fun part about jumping into this stuff is that it's random. I think the mod creator for Beyond the Sector, which is the mod that this is for, says that at this point it's a little bit more of a proof of concept than anything, but there is some little nuggets of like story missions or other things that you can do in there. So we'll poke our head in from time to time, but look, we're millionaires for credits, and our ships are happy, things are going good, nothing could possibly go wrong right now. So like I said, we're going to do this again soon. We are still going to remember the prime directive here, which is to kind of punch these guys out. And you know what? It may be coming sooner than later, because if I'm starting to have some food shortages, then I'm going to need to grab something from over here. So we'll cross that bridge when we reach it. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Asher with Starsector. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Still taking ideas, suggestions, thoughts, anything else. So tell me what you think, and we'll do this again soon. You all take care.